Hey guys, I'm Sam with Scrappy Industries. As you know, we work on a lot of big, heavy things here in the shop, and I always thought it'd be really nice to have an overhead crane, and some of you have pointed that out as well. Matt's always talking about putting up one of his project overhead cranes. Well, I've just had kind of a global search out for any bridge crane to hit me up with notifications on different online auction sites, and well, we bought one. So this is a 40-ish, 45 foot by 60 foot long, 3-ton overhead complete system. Let's go check it out and see what we found. Shaver and I are gonna ride down to the pickup. I also bought a big pipe threader and a blast cabinet at the same auction. So we're just gonna take the pickup and the little trailer down, pick them up, kind of check out what the deal is. They're supposed to be taking the crane down today, and we'll kind of get to see the lay of the land and when we can go back and get the crane itself. Well, no shop is complete without a bridge crane, and fortunately we found a sweet one in auction. Shaver and I are gonna go pick it up on today's Black Friday shopping. Right, Lane?
Yeah.
Look, Shaver, they're taking down our crane already. These are these Black Friday deals. Oh, it's nice. This is gonna be in the new shop. This crane. What do you think? Riggers are already starting to take her down. Are we getting our new crane?
Yeah.
They're taking it down for us.
Yeah.
You like it?
I'm shipping.
Hold on. So we're looking, there's a splice in the main beam there, and the runway has a splice plate right above it, I think under the wheel of the crane. So that'll make a 40-foot piece and a 20-foot piece. Shaver, you got all those dimensions figured out? So we brought the 150-foot tape, and I was grabbing some measurements on where these columns are currently. I think we're gonna have to shorten this up like 2 or 3 feet. This is like 61 overall. I think they're calling it a 60-foot runway. But then you can see how those stops are, moves it back. This beam is walloped. I think we're gonna need one new column we'll make just out of that same I-beam. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to shorten it up like 2 feet for our 60-foot trusses. And then it measured, was it 41 feet this way, I think, Shave? I'll have to look at our pictures. Right about exactly what we wanted. We were just checking how high it is. We're 20'2" to the top of that unistrut, or really where it comes out of the top of that box is skosh more. You directed them, Shaver? And we also got this big pipe threader. You better put your hard hat on at this rate. You need your hard hat? Shaver, do you like your new pipe threader? Yeah? That's nice. They're coming in with the blast cabinet next. Well, same day as this morning when Shaver and I went down and checked out the crane, rigger Jeff said, hey, we can come get you loaded out tonight, so I would rather do that. We're off work today, and we're working next week. Let's give the old 3406 a little cold start. Chili. Fire up the old Volvo. We're gonna drop the low boy and take the black trailer. It's always a good starter. And we're back. We're pulled down in here, we can back in the building. Go till it sounds expensive.
Yeah.
It's so dark in here.
Yes.
So even numbers on this side, even columns on this side.
Yeah, and then on, and they're all Sharpie marked.
And the odd was on the hot rail side, so.
Okay.
Both sides where the splice was.
Okay.
B and B. It's on both sides. It says B and B over there. This one's A.
Perfect.
Just to
Mm-hmm.
have a. We had to take that section out because when we separated it, it wasn't. But yeah, that says A, and there's A.
I think we're gonna add a splice plate in there when we put it back together. Yeah, that or just weld it solid and
Right,
say it's
right.
probably its last home. Hopefully it's last home.
All the, so your hot rail was put together with these.
Okay.
They just slid together. You loosen these bolts, they slide over top, and then you tighten it back down. And then they had these plastic caps, just clip over top
Okay.
of the two rails. And then
I saw they just had SO cord hanging down the side of the from
Yep,
the hot rail.
Just straight SO cord right down into the. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Still a lot of work you guys got done in a few hours. I assume they got bought and shipped to Mexico, from what I could tell from their website.
Is that what happened?
Because
That's what Jason said something.
So you can back up right there.
it looks a lot bigger on the floor.
That guy was in there. He was like, "Is that what was up in the ceiling?" I said, yeah.
I like how tight the hoist is to the beam. Like, I don't feel like a lot of them are that low clearance like that.
Right. You can get almost as much
Yeah.
headroom. You know, you're a foot below the beam or something. Normally, it's 3 feet.
Right.
When I ran this thing, it was. I mean, you could hear it, servos and everything. It
Oh,
just
yeah.
ran smooth.
Yeah, it's way nicer than I thought. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very happy. When we were first here, I was like, oh yeah, this is awesome.
Oh, and he's like, I'm like, what did it go for? He told me, I'm like, holy play it all. Like I said, you just don't get the runway.
Right. Oh yeah, look at that. 2019 on that drawing. Wow. This is way newer than I thought it was. Yeah, right there. 2019. I can't believe it doesn't have a wireless remote. I'm sure that's easy to add. All right, straight. Actually, back up a hair, like turn like you were. All right, straighten up and come in. Well, let me see. Looking at the winch and everything yet. Oh, it was made for that job. Right between the wheels. It'll crush her right in perfect. Actually, it could come this way if paused, and it's more likely to break this. Yeah. Yeah, try that. The problem is that's just gonna go till that hoist cable gets tight. The hoist will stop once that cable gets tight, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm off it now.
We could even put a C-clamp on
Well, it was just rolling this way when, yeah.
Yeah.
We could even put a C-clamp down there.
Okay.
Keep it from rolling.
Yeah, guys, do you have any? Like,
I might have a spare vice grips.
yeah, just.
We got her. I mean, this is the best Black Friday I can think of, really. Another 4 columns. So this place used to make like rebar and wire mesh for concrete. And you can see this machine here is what took the wire in and made the mesh out. But this company got bought out, and I kind of think it all went to Mexico. Got to get the 40-foot section of runway kind of wiggled out here to where we can get it from the side. So it's 60 feet total, but it came apart into a 20 and a 40. Coming in with the 40-foot runway now. No big deal. We have quite the convoluted load ready to go home. Hopefully all home. See you guys. Yeah. Thanks for all your help. The amount of dust blowing off of this thing, holy cow. It's gonna look like a new crane here directly. Oh, I'm starving. See if we can swing her into sheets here. So I'm gonna say this is one of the sketchiest loads I've ever hauled. And I hope that it all comes home with us. Oh my. The half-mile drive to Sheets was a success, so let's just keep that trend going. So I've been cleaning out inside the back corner of the shop today so we can get this crane in. Got to move Matt's scrap out of the way just so I can make that turn. Obviously the truck won't fit through that little baby door, but I hope the trailer will. I need to check how wide it is because we are hanging off the one side, this side a little bit with that bus rail. So the door measures 10 feet. We should be okay. It's 8'6" trailer, and then add another few inches, call it 9 feet. We should have an extra entire foot to play with. Matt's old Fontaine mission here. Need to get back on welding on the neck. Well, I'm doing this by myself, so if nothing else, I'm gonna hook my phone up to the camera. That way I can see what's going on as we knock down the building. Alright, we're close. I think we got her if we just come straight in. You can see what we're dealing with. We got that there. That there. Not a lot of clearance. But we'll be able to miss this lathe and just get her backed right in here, I think. Now if we just go straight back with it. Oh yeah, one other pull up got her. Perfectly. Alright. I'm just gonna back in until the bunk is about to hit, and that's the amount we can go. Whew, we made her. And like everything, when you get it home and it's not in some giant plant somewhere, it looks so much bigger. Well, that's the exact size we need for this shop too, though, isn't it? We need another one of them. Just run it right here. This is 75 feet long. And I think it's 105 foot total. So that's why halfway, or 52 feet, and that works out pretty nice. So we're just using a nice little yellow forklift here. Wheeling on one cart to get it back here, and we're playing Tetris. So far, the 5,000 pound Yoda has handled everything. I wasn't sure how heavy the 40 foot section is, but really wasn't too bad. Just got it all laid back in here, playing Tetris as tight as I can. This one, because we have the power rails on that rail and the rail we have, I'm going to put it up on an extra block here and double blocks there and get that power rail over this one, just trying to get it all as tight as possible. And then the next piece we'll get after this one will be the main crane guy. We'll get him situated, go all the way around the back there, get him in, and it'll probably come out to somewhere here. I think it's 46 feet. We might have to move that fan and something here. And obviously this forklift is actually orange, but it's from a yellow freight company when they went out of business. Matt and I got a few different ones of these, and they've been really good forklifts. Let me let the skid steer that in a little. Oh, perfect. It's gonna fall off. Make that work. Probably should have left Skiddy outside. There we go. So on the last little bit of our drive here, this 40-foot rail, as you can see, was trying to leave the chat. I threw this one kind of emergency chain and binder on there. I'm still a little concerned when I take that off. We don't want to lose this thing. So I'm going to throw another chain and binder from it down to that little center section of the trailer. Then we'll take all this off. I left these on the front of the bridge. Take all that off, and we're ready to pick the bridge off. All right, let's see what we got. Cables seem to be okay over there. Alright, so I pulled the trailer totally out. Now we can take other Toyota, put him right here. We'll just drive that back forward enough we can grab with this Toyota, that Toyota, get it back closer, and we gotta get that Toyota out of there. This just looks ridiculous. It's crazy how much bigger it is down here in this shop. And it's going to be even bigger in its final resting place at our shop. All right. Shut her down. This thing is really smoky inside. It's not really great. I ended up just grabbing these two machinery skates. We'll set it on them because the forklift, we can't back up all the way because it would be having to go through that wall. So we'll use them to get it back there, hopefully. Raise it down. that cheated back a little. This is why skates are such a pain in the butt. They're always turning on you. And they don't like dirt very much. They make poly skates, which probably ought to buy some of them because I really don't need the weight capacity of these Caterpillar kind very often for what we use them for, the milling machines and things like that. All right, they're straight-ish. Maybe I'll even turn them back this way a fuzz. We gotta get it all the way back, and then we're gonna go in behind the runway. All right, that's as far as that can go. I'm going to be careful with that drive motor. I think this will work. It's going to be awful close to that runway. Should have left it a little more room. Don't want to hurt that cable for the remote. Say thank you very much, other Toyota. Now, there must be a drive motor on this side, too. Yep, we got plenty of clearance for that. These little Harbor Freight pump carts, they live for this, actually. You can hear it in the squeal of the casters. All right, all the columns are now stacked over here with the crane. We got one 40-foot piece of runway left. And I put that extra chain on it, like I said, because it's scowy. We're gonna leave that on it until we get under it with a forklift, get it picked up and backed up. I hope I can reach. These are 8-foot forks. Trailer's 102 wide. I guess that chain is definitely on our side. We may need to pick the back up, get the back cheated over so we can reach it in the middle. See what we can make happen. We got her now. I am so glad we had that chain on there. Little insurance policy. This little piece of conduit. At least if it's on the trailer, that'll work. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, never did that before. That's in there forever. Alright, this chain, one I hurriedly put on the side of the road this morning. Put you right there. Go ahead and pre-turn the casters this way. Okay. We'll set that down and we'll grab that side with a little forklift. And we'll just wheel the runway right in there. I'm gonna move that block and it looks like steer that card here at some point. Oh, another hand would be cool. But it is what it is. Oh, I can't wait to have this up in the shop. It is gonna be so sweet. Wait, too much! Too much! Cool if we get inside of that box. Well, this is actually going really well. That's all the pieces of it. I just need one little piece of cribbing down there to get the forklift out. I think I'll pick this up and slide that cribbing in, but yeah. Awesome overall, really didn't take up much room. So you may be asking yourself, why did you buy a crane and stack it up in the corner of the shop? And the reason is this is gonna go in our new shop that we're gonna work on next summer. So basically we will be moving out of the farm shop, moving into the brand new Scrappy Industries world headquarters. Stay tuned next year, next summer. That's gonna be the plan. I'm so glad we got this bought now because all I have to do is bump the design around a little bit of the shop we were looking at to make this fit perfectly. So I think that owning this before building the shop is actually super advantageous, and we're gonna see how it all turns out. This turned into way more of a project as getting this thing stacked back here than I anticipated, but thank you guys for coming along and watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm Sam with Scrappy Industries. See you on the next one.